Good day, everyone. I hope everyone had a good holiday and a happy new year. And welcome to Learning to Paint. What is this? Live stream number 9. We're going to do season 13, episode 10, Mountain Summit. Ted Simpson over at Nature's Brush Studio did this last week, or the beginning of this week. This was his last painting he did for 2024, and it was actually his going back and looking at his first painting like I did a couple of weeks ago, and it made me think, you know what, I think I want to try that one. So today we're going to do it. Actually, I want to show you from the last time when I cleaned the canvas. Here it is, dry, ready to be used. I used it once already and then re-cleaned it. And again, it's ready to be used again. So it's definitely a great way to reuse a canvas for practice. And then in the end, you can use it for painting. So, all right. So let's talk a little too about doing a stream to cover the basic set. I was thinking not next week, but the week after, I'll do a stream where if you want, you can paint along with me. Please let me know in the comments if you're interested or not, who's interested, and I will put that on my calendar for not next week, but the week after. Okay, so let's get started with this. All right, I've already given the canvas a small coat or a thin coat of liquid white. And just let me check it. And yep, so if you look, I have basically fingerprints on my fingers. Let's get rid of the fingerprints. All right, so now this starts out with some phthalo blue and midnight black to make the sky. I'm going to put out a little bit of both. There's a tiny bit of black and a little bit of phthalo blue. Get us started. Now, of course, Bob always used his 2-inch brush on a bigger canvas. I'm using a 16 by 20. Bob normally would use an 18 by 24. So I'm going to use a 1-inch brush. So we're going to go in and put some blue on the brush, and then add some black. Load it up. And then we're going to come up, and we're going to start in one corner with a little X strokes and work our way across the canvas. And then as we go across and down, it will get lighter. And this does make a nice little sky. Let's just keep doing the little X strokes. Oh, I got a hair. Go down about almost halfway. Now he just went right in and blended it with what he had on his brush. I think there's too much, so I'm going to dry clean the brush a little before I blend the sky. So we're just dry cleaning it on a paper towel, and then use that little X strokes working from the bottom up, and blend this in. And once we blend it, and just go across and get rid of any brush marks. Voila, we have a nice little sky. Yep, I think that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to go back into the blue and the black. I'm going to use that to add some water along the bottom. So we're going to start from the outside and work in. Straight strokes, work from the bottom up. So as you go up, it'll get lighter. And we'll leave a little white spot in the center. This side. There we go. Just blend this across. Clean this a little first. I don't want to lose all of the white that's in the middle there. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Just a hair lower. There we go. All right. So now let's make some clouds. So I'm going to take some titanium white and some out on the palette. There we go. I'm going to use 1-inch brush again. I'm just going to load it up with some white paint. Just going to load one side. Good amount of paint on the brush. I'm going to come up. And I'm just going to tap to make the clouds. Just tap, tap, tap. We just want a nice top edge. It picks up a lot of the blue, so I'm gonna wipe some of that blue off on a paper towel before I go in and pick up some more white. Yeah, let's get some more white and add another cloud. Okay. Let's have that one come in here. Jumps a little. I think that's good. So now I'm going to take clean 1-inch brush. I need to fix the floor in here. I'm just going to use the top corner of the brush to blend out the bottom of the cloud. A little circular pattern. Go. Wipe off the excess. Just going to lightly fluff it. Kind of a circular motion. Lightly across. Remove any brush marks. Here's the first one. To the bottom. Line that out. and fluff it up. Fluff, fluff. And lay it across. There we go. We have our clouds. All right. What's next? Now, I have multiple brushes, so he would normally wash a bunch of brushes as he was going along. I don't need to because I have 2 or 3 of each brush now, and I wash them at the end. So I'm gonna move on to making a mountain, which we need some Russian glue. Some here somewhere. Put a little Prussian blue. Some more midnight black. Yeah. Some. What else was it? Alizarin crimson. There we go. I'm just gonna scoop up this blue from here and that black and mix it right in. Now this will be the base for all the color we're going to use going forward, the shadow color. So all right. Knife. Used a little knife, I think. All right. Take a little roll of the paint. Say, where? Let's start our mountain right here. And I'm really pressing this into the canvas. And get a little bump right there. Another one right there. Some more paint. Just push it in and scrape it back off. You want to get most of it off. Bump it there. Off. Okay. I'm going to take a clean, dry brush and drag it down. There we go. And where there's a liquid white underneath, you can pull this down and you actually just move the paint, which is the secret to this technique. There we go. Hey, Jess. Oh, I hope you're having fun doing work. I gave up on that 2 years ago. I shouldn't say that. My body gave up on that. And oh, 1, 2, 5. And I hope you had a nice holiday and New Year. And hey, Jamie. Well, I would try to be every Thursday, but life got in the way yesterday, so we had to change it to today. But I hope you both had a nice Christmas and um, Happy New Year. I just messed that up. Let's try to fix it. Kind of looked windblown there for a second. There we go. All right. Pull this back. Go. There we go. Okay. So there's the base of our mountain. Now, some more titanium white. And the knife is clean. Take a roll of this out. Come up here, and with barely a touch and drag. Get it to break. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. A little more right here. Can also get away with like this. Just barely touch it and pull. And you can make it look like it's breaking. And I did. Christmas is just another day, but New Year's was fun. I actually was watching the Glarish stream, which was pretty interesting at the end. I don't know if you guys caught it, but they got Will and Aiden to take their shirts off. Someone paid $5,000 for Will to take his shirt off. Let's get some highlight on this one. Yep. Yeah, go look at. If you look at the stream, it was right after midnight. It's like right after 11 hours on the stream, I think. And then Aiden is right after that. They raised, I forget how much they raised for Aiden, but it was 5,000 to Karen, the Karen's fund, and then so much to Aiden, and they both ended up with their shirts off. With, like I said, it was interesting. Let's get the light just catches that one. Let's say this comes over this way. There we go. All right, so let's take this little bit of blue that's left, and some of this white, and make a shadow color. Some more blue. think that's enough. Oh, that's enough blue. Need some more blue. Phthalo blue. Yeah, they were feeling pretty good at the end there. I was surprised they came up with that much money. Let's try this. This looks a little darker. That's a little better. That show up? Oh, yeah. Take the small side. Oh, I gotta fix this floor. There's a big hole in the plastic that I roll on. Let's try that. All right, let's get a little shadow right in here. And then over here. Need more. More. To break a little. Out. Come this way a little more. Shadow. Some shadow down there. Let's go on a little more. And down here. Well, there we go. Okay. So, there's our basic mountain. And we're going to take a clean, dry brush, which I'm going to use a big one, 2-inch brush. And we're just going to tap, following the lay of the land, the way the mountain goes. Create the illusion of some mist at the bottom. Got a hair. This way, if I help it here. Lightly fluff it up. Just kind of diffuse it a little. And we have some mist along the bottom. Okay. Let's see. What is next? Next. I'm going to take some of that mix and I'm going to add a little more blue, a little more black. I'm going to do my black. There it is. some Van Dyke Brown. Some more crimson. And one more. Where is it? There it is. Sap green. Well, there's a lot of colors there. I'll take that, and I'm just going to paint all over the outside of it. Great. Look. I'm going to take that, and we're going to mix it all up. Because this is going to actually end up being the base color. We'll just keep adding to this as we need more paint before we put on any highlights. Make this up good. Nice dark color. Oh, and anybody that's interested, please, Ted Simpson's link to his page is in the description. I'd appreciate it if you go over and subscribe and like. He does some great paintings. Let's take a fan brush. Which one do I want to use? Let's use this one. Load it up with a lot of paint. Load it up with a lot of paint on both sides. And then we're just going to go up to the canvas and push and bend the bristles. And we're going to add some land in here. And just letting the bristles bend. What I want to do is I want it to get kind of smaller at this end so it looks like it's farther away from us. There we go. Go to about there. Yeah, that should do. Now, what we need to do too is create some reflection. So I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. There's a little color coming down. I'm going to go over this with a bigger brush, but I just want to pull some color down. There we go. And I'm going to take, I want to use a 2-inch brush, but I think that's going to be too big. It's 1-inch brush. I'm just going to pull down again very lightly. So give it the illusion. Reflection. That off. Lightly across. And voila, we have a reflection. All right. So let's use that same brush and load it with color again. And let's add an evergreen tree right here. This ain't the right brush for this, but this is not the right brush for this. You'll find as you start painting, certain brushes do good for certain things. This is not an evergreen brush. This is more of a bush brush. That looks all right. So let's give it a little friend, as Bob would say. You always need a little friend. He would always put Clyde in. Let's go back and forth. There you go. Kind of looks like a tree. And let's put a little one down here. Yeah, kind of looks like a tree way off in the distance. All right, let's give them another one. More right here. Let's tap it in. There we go. You got some trees. Let's see. Let's take. Oh, I know. The next thing. I need a clean, dry brush. Let's. Oh, there it is down here. I'm gonna take and we're gonna pull up very slightly to make it look like there's little tops of trees or bushes or something growing here. And just pull up ever so slightly. Right along the very top edge. There we go. Gives it a little more finish along the top. All right. So next, let's take some cad yellow. Just a little for now. Take that same fan brush we used to put the land in. We're going to mix it in with the yellow. And we should get a green. Some more yellow because this is too dark. Go. This is banging today. All right. So, a lot of paint on that brush, not too much. I'll push this off for now. Remix it. There we go. Okay, better. So now we want to add some color along the bottom here. I'm going to add this green. It's still bright. Some more yellow. this. I added a little liquid white, brighten it up, and make it so it'll stick to this thicker paint. So let's try that. There we go. So we just want to make the illusion of some grassy areas here. There we go. And by putting the color on this and not that, it gives the illusion that it's farther away from us because it's darker. There we go. Just a little more. There we go. Okay. So now, let's take a little liquid white, add a water line over there. Pull it out. Through. Start over here. Really push it into the canvas. Get off. When you put the waterline on, you will pick up some of that color, so you should wipe it off before you go in and get more of the liquid white. So there's our waterline in the back. Right here in the front. And voila, we have our water line. Okay. What's next? What's next? Some more evergreens. So I'm gonna take a new fan brush. I didn't do it that one. Let's try this one. Load it up with some of this dark color. And let's put one right here. Use left and right. And slowly get wider as you go down. Make sure you keep the brush loaded with paint. Bring him down to about here. Nope. Let's give him a friend. Let's give him a little friend right here. Left and right. Left and right. Right, left and right. And down he goes. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. And one more. Let's do one more right here. Let's see. Left, right, left, right. Whoop it. Okay, so he comes down there. And let's say this comes down. Like that. Kind of like a little island underneath them. Just fill this in with that dark color. And say the land would come to about there. And then put some color in for the trees for reflection. It's roughly there. Reflections of our trees. Be a bush there afterwards, so that'll fill in. All right. So next, let's take that clean brush. Pull some reflections down over here. Lightly over the trees. Okay, and then lightly across. Blur it a little. There's the start of our reflections. Okay. Next. We need need some trunks. That's what was next, trunks. So I'm going to take a little dark sienna and some of the white. Mix it up so it's marbled. And we can add some trunks. Fix the tops. And then just tap. It's a little roll of paint. The indication of a trunk. There we go. So it sticks in. Now, Take green. Put some highlights on this. So loaded with paint. Moly, that's a lot of paint. All right, let's try that. Just need a little bit to highlight. That's better. Let's get some highlights in here. There we go. Highlighted trees. All right. So let's make some highlight colors for some bushes. So we need some more cad yellow, some more sap green, maybe look at my finger, some yellow ochre. Oh, all right. So let's take a 1-inch brush, go into a little bit of liquid white. I'm gonna go to the yellow and green. That ourselves a nice highlight color. So let's say there's a bush that lives right here. And put a little bit of color down here for the bush for a reflection. Let's change this color a little yellower. Okay. Let's go. Bush right there. A little color down here for the bush. And there's another one. That looks all right. Actually, let's do right along the edge here. Too dirty. A little. Just want to add some color down here. The reflection. Let's add a little ochre. Is there with a little more right there. There we go. These are bushes. All right, so let's take with that brush. Clean, dry brush. I have to use my 2-inch. I'm going to lightly pull down. Right. Clean off that excess. And then flare it a bit. Of course, there's a hair. There we go. You don't want to do that too much because it'll blur it right away. I think that's good. So now let's take some Van Dyke Brown. Where are you? Right here. Some Van Dyke Brown out. Take the knife. Just a little knife. Let's do the little one. Take some of this brown and I'm going to put a little bit of land underneath this. Just drag it sideways. Right, a little more. Just finish it off right here. There we go. So there's our land. Now take a little bit of this brown and a little bit of white. For a highlight color. Just barely touch it. It'll take off what it wants. And come back. Just add some grass. Kind of puts the land down. Breaks it up. Then need a water line. Almost lost my liquid white. All right, so liquid white. Water. right in there. Gotta make sure these stay straight and flat. You say, Paul used to say, it looked like your water's running off the edge. There we go. Right. Bit more down here. And done. Water line done. All right, so let's take a 1-inch brush. Take this one and need to do something on the right side. So take some of this dark color and let's add a big tree. You're going to come out way out here. I'm just pushing upward, load it with color, hold the rounded side up and push kind of upward. Gives you all these little leafy look. And you also leave a little bit of blue showing through. Hopefully in the end that still shows through. I'm just going to fill this off. And this is just a big leaf tree on this side. Hopefully I have enough paint made for this. All right. Let's see. We're going to go that way. Just fill this all in. Just fill it in. Paul used to say you could use a roller for this part. Just get the color in. I have just enough. I want this all filled in dark. Highlight all that. Let's see. Okay. I think we just need to add a tree over there. Scrape this up. Hopefully I got enough here. I don't have to make some more color. Oh, I think I got enough. One more tree. Leave this up with paint. And yeah. Somebody stepped on it. Maybe a deer stepped on it when I was a baby. And now it's sideways. Just comes out right there. There we go. Let's have a little darker right here. There we go. Okay. Let's give them a trunk. Oh, this floor is going to kill me. That trunk. And those highlights. Here we go. Give them some highlights. All right. Okay. So now, this big leaf tree. Load this brush up with a lot of paint. I'm going to start up here and think of how a tree grows. Another branch there, and one that comes down here and up. Another one there. And we have our leaf tree. All right. Some dark green. Oh. Let's put a big old dark green bush right there. About this is our first row of bushes. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, now we need some more anti-brown. We're going to put a little path in. So the path is going to come right along here. It's down there. It's brown. Wanders down this way. I'm hitting the table. Right off the edge here. Like that. So let's mix up some more brown and white. Some highlight on this. Lightly touch it and pull off what it wants. There we go. Good enough. Now, go back to highlights. Let's go back into this color. Yellow ochre. Okay. Let's put some bushes right down along the front of it. That'll put the path down into the painting. Get something over here. Good. Well, almost. And I think that's it. I think we're done. Hide it. Here we go. There is season 13, episode 10, Mountain Summit. I think it came out pretty good. I hope you enjoyed watching me. Please leave a comment if you would, if you're going to join me in 2 weeks to do a paint along with the basic set. Look in the community tab. You'll see a post about it and a list of some stuff you can pick up to try to paint. So until next week, I will see you all later. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch you next week.